Hey, what's going on, everybody? I haven't done a video in a while and I've been wanting to do one, so this morning I'm going to do a short video. Um, for those of you that don't know, my wife and I together have 7 kids, and so we have a pretty large family. I know there's people out there with more kids than us, so I'm not trying to compete. Trust me. If you want more than 7 kids, you can win in this. We're done having children, but man, I tell you, uh, the changes that I've seen in my little family over the past probably year have brought me to tears several times. And, going from kids that would bicker with each other about whose toy is whose, now having kids having long conversations with me that they bring up about wanting to do good in the world when they grow up has been a huge shift in our little family. And it's been cool, and crazy. And I have to attribute it all to my wife and I changing our mindset. And when you change your mindset, the things around you change. And the first thing that changed around us after we changed was our kids. And to see the connection between our children and to see the connection between our children and us has just been phenomenal. I had so many talks yesterday with my kids out on the lake, and by the end of the day, my heart was just full. I have such a sweet little family, and everybody's wanting to do better now and help other people where they can. And none of this was the norm a year ago. A year ago, our kids were just kind of aggravated a lot and bitter towards each other and fighting a lot. And now you see where they're both reaching for the same toy or the same fishing pole or the same raft or whatever it is that we're messing with that day, and now they work it out and figure it out and not argue about it. um, People talk about the law of attraction. One of the things that I wanted to change in my life was my family unit, and it's working. So there's a lot of people out there talking about how the law of attraction worked for them and that and this and that, and I can't. I just can't believe the difference that just a mindset makes. And I mean, think about this: when your kids are running in the house or they're yelling at the top of their lungs at each other and all this, we usually come back with what they shouldn't do, right? So, like, don't run in the house, don't yell at your brother, and oftentimes we're yelling at them for yelling at their brother or sister or whatever. And that hit me hard when we started looking at the law of attraction, and I was causing my children to focus on the negative, not the positive. Instead of, hey, don't run in the house, how about, hey, walk slower in the house? You see, it's just a small shift in your words and your thinking, and it sounds like it doesn't make a big difference, but it does. I mean, when you tell your kids to quit being hateful, all they hear is be hateful. That's all the mind pulls out of that conversation. And so you switch it to, hey, why don't you be loving? Hey, why don't you care for your brother? Or how about you care for your sister? Shifting that one little thing has made such a big difference in our house, man. Like, I don't even know how to put it into words. But if you can do it in your children and you can see it happen, what other proof do you need that what you do in this life and what you think in this life creates your reality? I mean, I'm watching it happen, it's just amazing. It's really amazing. I hope all of you have the best day today. And I know my video here is going to be a little Yeah, that, filled with ums, right? I really didn't have anything to talk about today. But I've just been hit really hard with this family time I've had this weekend, and being able to clearly see the differences. Now, I don't mind telling everybody on here I used to be an alcoholic, and this 4th of July was my first 4th of July that I didn't drink anything, and that's not to boast about me in any way. It's just to show you that people are changing, people are making a difference, people are altering their reality, and I'm doing it. And to look at the last year's 4th of July compared to this year's 4th of July, the world is crazy. Like, I don't think I need to tell any of you that. The world is nuts. But my world, it's just getting better by the day. And I hope it's the same for you guys. So what is it? What are you going through? What are you seeing in your life changing ever since you started this? Are you doing it? Have you thought about the law of attraction? Have you tried to apply it? Do you even know what it is? Well, if you don't, I suggest you look into it. Because if the idea is true, let's just say it is. If the idea is true that what you think most often happens to you, that means that it's a law. And they call it a law of attraction because it's like the law of gravity, the law of physics, right? It's a law, it's always happening. And so think about it, if it's true, that means it's happening all the time. It's a law of physics. You can't turn it off. You can't say, well, I'm not going to use the law of attraction today. I just want to, sit and sulk in my misery. Well, that's what you're going to keep getting. And, the Christian faith has a saying, I'd rather believe in Jesus and be wrong than not believe in him and be wrong. I get that. And so it's the same thing for the law of attraction. I'd rather believe in it and be wrong than not believe in it and be wrong. That's for sure. Because not believing in it doesn't mean it stops. It just means you're feeding it something that you probably don't really want. So, anyway, the law of attraction is working for my family. It's working for me. And we're going to continue to grow with it. And I'll continue to share with you guys what I'm finding. Sorry for the long video this morning. Guess I had more to talk about than I thought. But you guys have a great day. A wonderful day. Best day you ever had's today. Love you guys. See ya.